Welcome to Let Me Ask You This. I'm your host, Tom. This podcast is my experience in having conversations with people, whether I knew them before or just now meeting them. Thank you for joining us, and I hope you enjoy the show. Anyways, so today I was watching Vet TV, and that kind of, you bring up my USL shit kind of reminded me about this. And something I wanted to talk about Vet TV was the episode that they were talking about was how people, when they come back from like war or whatever, how like challenging it is. And at the end of every episode, they're just like, oh, like share this episode with your friend, yada yada yada. And I every time I watch it, I end up texting somebody like at the end of it just to check on them.
Yeah.
And it's normally the same person because that's just who I am. But I don't know. I like Vet TV. It's dark, 100% dark. And then on top of that, it's the humor that like the vets have that I don't really get to have around here. Like my brother has the same sort of humor, but like at work we have to be professional about it. So that kind of sucks. But like there's scenes where people like, oh man, there's a scene called this TV show called Grunt Life, and there's a scene and this guy's like cutting off ears and like putting them on a necklace because like people are just fucked up. Like this is what happens. But the show that I'm watching, I can only watch 2 episodes at a time. Like I didn't even finish the last episode. It touched a little too close to home.
Yeah.
But it's called Let's Talk About the War, and they have people that were in like Afghanistan and Iraq and stuff, and they'll show like videos of them like while they're over there, and then all of a sudden they switch over and they're like missing limbs, and it's like holy shit, did not see it. Like, and it's like I don't know, it's just something that a lot of people don't see, and I don't know, Vet TV, it's $5 a month or something like that.
No, do you have to be a vet to have it, or you just buy it?
No, I mean it's
I've never heard of Vet TV, but like
it's made for vets by vets. So like I don't watch it with my wife. She would hate it.
Yeah.
But like I like that type of humor. I like laughing at very dark, inappropriate things.
I mean, when you go through trauma like that, like, you know, sometimes you don't have any choice but to laugh about it, you know?
Yeah, pretty much. And it was one of the things that they were talking about on the last episode was, I'm just making sure the audio is good. So one of the last things that they were talking about how when you're there, you're trying to like be nice to everybody, but like you don't know who's trying to like kill you.
Yeah.
And so like I wasn't in like a straight up like bullets flying combat zone. Like I'm not going to sit here and try to preach like lie and say I was, but 2 months after I left, they got attacked, and like so like the threat was there. So like
I feel like one of the harder things with places like that is like, you know, the enemy doesn't have like a uniform. You know what I mean? Like like in Africa, like everybody, you know, that you guys were there for, obviously, like they're all dressed like normal people, you know.
And like the craziest thing, like I got there, and as soon as we landed, the commander walked up to us. Like we were on the airfield, and he was like, "Just so you know, we found an IED that's like a place bomb outside the gate. I'm leaving." And like he hopped on the plane and he left.
Above his pay grade.
Yeah. And I was just below his pay grade.
Below his pay grade.
Below it, yeah. But it was just like holy shit. This like first day here, it's like it's real. Like the threat's real. And then I remember this one time, I had to go mow for there was bushes and the enemy could go hide in bushes.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, like, is IEDs like a worry, like mowing? And they were like, we don't think so, but like somebody should have swept for IEDs. And I was like, all right, that's cool.
Thanks.
And so like I get to the gate and they're like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm gonna go mow. And everybody check for IEDs, and they're like, no, that's your job. Let us know if you find any. And I was like, all right. And I just put my headphones on and I turned the mow on and I just went and I mowed for 6 hours straight, hoping I didn't like looking for IED. It was crazy.
And would they be in deep shit if you hit one and died? Like,
would they?
Yeah. I mean, they're just gonna let you go out there like that.
Maybe I don't know what like that would be, but probably not.
No.
It'd just be a casualty of war. That's all it would be.
They'd probably sit there big. No, I wouldn't tell them anything.
No.
Like.
It's not my problem.
Fuck that.
Not my problem.
Fuck that.
Man. Yo, so did I tell you about my idea? I'm going to share this idea on my podcast, and I'm only going to do it for a certain reason.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like more people to invest, and might as well just throw it out there.
Mm-hmm.
So in the city of Manchester, New Hampshire, which is where my podcast is based, there is only 2 recording studios, and they only record for audio, like music.
Yeah.
I'm going to call them an investor because maybe they might be an investor, and I'm going to call them an opportunist.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah. And like I just pitched the idea to them, and I was like, hey man, so I need a place that's not my house to record a podcast, but I might as well like rent it out to people.
Yeah.
And they're like, what do you mean? And I was like, so I need a place to sit down, like at a table at somebody, and there's no place in Manchester, New Hampshire that does that. And I feel like there'd be a market for that right now. So I started my podcast before COVID because, you know, I was before that cool wave that happened. But then once COVID happened, everybody was all like, oh, what can I do in my house? Podcast. So there was over 2 million podcasts made during COVID in 2 years. So the competition's out there, but the market's out there too.
Yeah.
And I'm back.
You all good.
We good. But yeah, so the market's out there, and they came to me the other day and they asked me like, do you think like it would actually be like profitable to like rent it out? And I was like, well, I didn't like get that far because I was like, oh, nobody's gonna bite this. Like, it's a pipe dream. Like, all right, cool. And so now I need to go through and kind of start looking at equipment and figuring out what like a good price would be. And I mean, I would probably pay a solid like $100 an hour.
Yeah. Now, would you only let like a podcast use it?
Oh, negative. No. I want 4 rooms.
Perfect.
So,
because like, think about. I mean, there's definitely like, you know, so many wannabe rappers in Manchester.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like,
and like I'm not going to call them wannabe rappers because then I would be a wannabe podcaster. Like, I make podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they make rap songs. Like, they're rappers. Do they get paid for it? No. But does that mean they're not rappers?
Okay.
No.
Fair enough.
Like, I don't know. They have hobbies.
Yeah,
they rap.
Fair enough.
That's what they do.
No, I think there's definitely a market out there, especially in this area. Like, you know, because I feel like a lot of people have podcasts. Like, I feel like a lot of people have podcasts, but they don't say they have podcasts.
Yeah.
Like,
I have a podcast.
Yeah, but you're known on now as like a podcast guy.
I'm trying to you know, actually do this for a living.
Mm-hmm.
So, how do you do that for a living? You talk about it. I made stickers, for God's sakes. I need to put my QR code on them.
Mm-hmm.
So after I'm done with those ones, I'm going to go through and make more with QR codes on them.
Are you still going on that trip to New Orleans?
Yes.
You better bring a bunch of stickers, bro, and just light up New Orleans with stickers. I'm serious. See how many people are gonna walk by those?
No, I know.
Like, light it up, dude.
Yeah, I'm excited. That's gonna be fun.
What do you guys plan on doing there?
So Emily wants to do the like ghost tour stuff, and I want to do the swamp tour stuff because who doesn't like a good swamp?
Wrestle a gator?
Oh, wrestle a gator all day.
Have you ever seen a gator in real life?
Oh, yes, I've seen a gator in real life.
Dude, I don't fuck with them. I don't fuck with them, bro. Because here's the thing, they're basically dinosaurs.
Oh, 100%.
So
they're as old as dinosaurs.
Yeah, so they're literally dinosaurs.
They
like, it freaks me out that they just like people are just cool with them, just like walking around town and shit. Like, oh, there's just a gator in that alley, guys. Be careful. Like,
okay, that's not that.
But they can kill you.
Yeah, I know. Like, yo, Disney like ships them out like in like the bucket loads. I talk about this all the time. I hate alligators.
Why do you hate alligators?
Why? They destroy the Florida Everglades. I 100% think that alligator hunting should be like fully legal, and they should just be able to just go in there and just wipe out alligators. Well, because like we won't be able to like actually wipe out alligators because of how many there are.
I mean, that's a good point. Like what's a predator?
Yeah, we looked this up the other day. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up again because I'm bad with numbers.
But here's the other thing: what's an alligator's natural predator? Nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
It's a fucking apex predator. I remember when I did that fucking mini golfing with all those gators on the gator farm. There was like a 14-footer just chilling in the sun, and there's just golf being played around.
How many alligators in the Everglades? That's one of the like top searches.
Fuck that.
200,000.
Over
200,000.
Over 200,000.
But over 1.5 million in the state of Florida. 1.5 million alligators in the state of Florida.
They're just cool with it.
Yeah, and they're just like, all right, cool.
No,
that's why I live up here in the like where there's winter, because fuck alligators. Dude, I haven't seen a moose. Okay, no, I've seen a moose.
Okay.
I've seen a moose. I'm not going to get into the logistics of like why I was where I was and I saw this moose, but I shouldn't have been next to a moose.
Where were you?
I was in Auburn.
Arbor?
Auburn.
Oh, Auburn, okay.
Auburn, yeah, sorry. I'm like, partially retarded.
Me too.
Yeah, I know.
Speech impediment gang, what's up?
Yep, it's great. But, I was tripping balls on acid, straight up.
Yeah, just ran into a moose. It's like the worst thing to run into when you're tripping on acid, a fucking moose.
So, yeah, sorry, Mom. That's out there now. But, I know it was real because, like, I heard the poof, like, of him, like, breathing.
Whoa,
and I was like, huh?
How close were you?
I'm going to say 25 feet, 30 feet. It was terrifying, but I'm not even kidding. So, Keaton Peterson, he's been wanting to come on, but he lives, like, on the West Coast now, so it's hard. But, I heard the poof, and it's like, hey, man, what's that? And, like, we turn around, and, like, we have this, like, fire going. We're, like, on the edge of a cliff, and it's, like, Dad's backyard. It's, like, 15, 20-foot drop. And we turn around, we have our flashlights on, and we just see a moose. And I was like, yo, I'm going to go pet it. And he was like, no, you're not. Let's go. And I was like, dude, I'm going to go pet it. He's like, no, you're not. And next thing I know, he, like, grabbed me. He's like, we're climbing. I'm like, excuse me? He's like, we're climbing. And I was like, I'm not climbing. He's like, you're climbing. I was like, okay, I'm climbing. I fell.
You fell.
I fell. But, like I said, it was only, like, 15 feet at most, I think.
Dude, that moose would have came over this fucking long-ass legs and trampled you to death.
Exactly. But we just, like, so we went down, I don't know, about 5 feet left. I, like, kind of fell. So, like, I was almost at the bottom. He was like, just put your feet down. And I was just, I was high. I was fucked up. And I fell into, like, this little pond. And by pond, I mean, it was, like, 2 inches of water. It was, like, a puddle. And, like, I started freaking out. And he was like, dude, just stand up. And I was like, oh, and I stand up.
You're in the puddle, I'm drowning.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think I was drowning. I was just trying to, like, swim. But, yeah. Yeah, this is explicit now. I mean, all my content's explicit, but that's just how it goes.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
No, it's great. That's life.
Fuck.
You gotta live a little.
So, do you have any like animals that you like want to fight? Because I have like beef with certain animals. Not even gonna cut.
There is no animal that I really want to fight. I like animals. Except for alligators.
Okay, so you fight an alligator?
I'd kill an alligator. I wouldn't give it a chance to fight me.
What's the point? Don't you want that danger?
No, I want the skin. And the meat, dude. Alligator tastes good.
But think about it. If it takes like a finger off, dude, you know how cool of a story that is? That'd go awesome on the podcast. Talk about how you lost your finger to a gator. You're on one episode of the finger, next episode you're missing a finger and you give them the gator story?
Gator story.
Come on. There's a bunch of animals I want to fight to the death. Ass naked. Because they're ass naked.
It's like Beowulf.
Like Beowulf.
Just like Beowulf. What are you doing? It fights with no armor. I fight with no armor.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
so,
Beowulf.
Like, yeah. Listen, let me run into a brown bear.
No, dude, a brown bear would kill you.
No. Here's the thing.
Black bears? Do you know they hunt people?
Let a black bear hunt me. Let a black bear hunt me. For all the black bears out there watching, hunt me, bro.
Yo, they hold grudges. Like, they'll hunt you down. Like, Good. It's so weird. They I'm gonna Google it.
You imagine you're like a black bear's biggest op, and he just goes around talking mad shit about you to the other black bears. He's like, yo, it's on sight.
Nice spell. Yeah, I have dyslexia. Leave me alone. Yo, they're like, I don't know how I'm gonna find it, but like they found him. The person like tried to scare the bear away, and he ended up getting away, and he went to like a gas station, and the bear like followed him to the gas station, and just like beat the shit out of him. Like it was.
Yo, I'm taking a drive up to northern New Hampshire next week, and
Why?
Because I want to fight a black bear. I'm gonna throw something at it and have it try to come at me, like see what's up. You know, it's just a bear.
Bear chases run a half a mile through National Park. That sounds dope.
Well, that's like a
marathon. Yo, this was last year.
Bro, that's like a marathon runner though.
Yeah.
He doesn't know kickboxing. I'll kickbox a bear.
I kickbox a bear.
Guarantee you, a bear's aren't gonna put his hand up.
Yeah, there's been a bunch of things I want to talk to you about. And fighting a bear, I did not think that we'd be talking about. I'm not going to lie.
Dude, there's a lot of animals I would fight just for the street cred.
But what?
I beat up a bear?
But, like, so you'd have to kill it with your bare hands?
Yeah. Because that is what's at stake. So if the bear beats me, he gets to kill me and eat me. Yeah. It's a lot of protein.
Do you know how bad that meat's going to taste after?
It's not about that. It's about the experience. I'd probably have a cool scar on my head.
Maybe.
Like,
there was that guy that did survive that bear mauling and like killed the bear too.
Yeah, exactly.
They made a movie about him.
Yeah,
Leonardo DiCaprio didn't win that Oscar.
Yeah.
Because he sucks.
Because he's not me. He ain't playing Zach Lansing.
I'm kidding. He doesn't suck. Don't worry. Over there.
Like one good movie. Inception? Come on. Was he in that?
Yes, I believe he was in Inception, but I mean, Inception was kind of. I feel like Inception was overrated.
I don't watch movies.
Yeah, Rick and Morty did it better.
Alright, fine, but you guys.
You look confused. Have you not seen Rick and Morty's doing Inception?
So I gotta be honest. I stopped watching Rick and Morty once it became cool to watch Rick and Morty.
I didn't. I continued watching Rick and Morty because I like Rick and Morty.
I like Rick and Morty too, but like I don't.
Yeah, they use Inception to give Morty an A. Yeah, we about to YouTube this.
I feel like the quality has gone down with Rick and Morty.
I think the first
season 4, season 3, not that great.
The first 2 seasons of everything is the best of like anything. Like if you look at every TV show ever, the first 2 seasons are the best.
Well, then why is Dragon Ball Z so long?
Don't talk ill of Dragon Ball Z.
I'm not.
Ever.
So then why would you? I just.
Dragon Ball Z is off limits.
Okay,
Why is Dragon Ball Z off limits?
Dragon Ball Z is the best anime to ever. Yeah.
It's not the best.
Turn it down. Oh, it's a breakdown.
Who's this guy?
Yo, this episode. This is the second episode.
I love this one. My favorite.
Yeah, this is when they do the Inception.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
I've never seen Inception, so maybe I didn't catch the reference.
So they pretty much use people's dreams to make them think that they had the idea, but they're planting the idea inside of people with their dreams. And like they go inside of dreams, inside of dreams, inside of dreams, inside of dreams. It's retarded. It's stupid.
Did they add Bitch Freddy in that one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have like a favorite movie?
Do I have a favorite movie?
Yeah. Like, just a perfect movie for you.
So, I don't have a favorite movie. I think I have favorite different types of movies, because like when people, like Emily asked me this the other day about music. She's like, "What's your favorite song?" And I was like, "I don't really have a favorite song. I have a favorite song for like when I'm in a mood."
So let's say you want to watch like a high quality serious movie.
High quality serious movie?
Yeah, like a movie you have to pay attention to, or it's just gonna be a waste.
Hateful Eight.
Okay, I'll accept that.
That Knives Out was another like.
Knives Out's a great movie.
It's funny, but it's serious too, and it's hilarious.
Knives Out's a great movie.
I mean, what's your favorite comedy? I love comedies.
My favorite comedy?
It can be a stand-up comedy show, like movie, or it can can be a special or like an actual movie.
Okay. I'm a big football fan. I'm also a big wrestling fan. The Adam Sandler Longest Yard is my favorite comedy. Has a shit ton of wrestlers in it, like old school cool wrestlers, not like the stupid new ones. And I love football. Love that movie. I've watched that movie I don't know how many times in my life.
Yeah, me and Emily's little sister, because she was over here a little bit ago, we were talking about Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler's from Manchester, New Hampshire. He went to high school, Central. And we just started, she was like, "Oh, I wish he would speak at my graduation," because she's graduating this year. So Adam Sandler, come to the graduation this year and speak.
Is he?
No, I'm telling him to. You know, for my sister-in-law, that'd be dope. What's up? Yeah, but she was like, "Isn't he Jewish?" I'm like, "Yeah, he has a whole movie about it, 8 Crazy Nights."
Great movie.
That is one.
That's
of my
favorite Christmas movies.
Yeah.
Like, well,
it's
Hanukkah movie, but like holiday movie. Favorite holiday movie. I love 8 Crazy Nights. Do you remember how like every like assembly Adam Sandler would get brought up?
Every assembly.
Every assembly Adam Sandler would get brought. They live off Adam Sandler.
They live off Adam Sandler. But you know who really lives off Adam Sandler? And I love this. The Boys and Girls Club.
So.
Is this a good so?
This is a so. This is a good so. So, I was talking to some guy, and I couldn't tell you how I met him, but you hang out a lot.
Yeah.
So this guy was there, and he was telling me he's like big in the Boys and Girls Club, and I guess Adam Sandler was in the Boys and Girls Club.
That's weird, but continue.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Continue. Yeah, that's
and they were like trying to get a donation. I guess he's like really cool. He's like close friend with Adam Sandler, and he got a donation from him, like a big. It was a giant donation.
Oh yeah, I know.
And
it's public.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Adam Sandler, like, he was asking him, like, do you want your name on it? He says, "No, I want my dad's." I think it was his dad's name. So when you go in like the Boys and Girls Club in Manchester, it says dedicated to who I don't know his dad's name, but it says dedicated to his dad.
Yep, he paid for the holy model of it. Adam Sandler is, and like, that's what I aspire to be. He walks around in clothes that are like 4 times the size, like too big for him, and like he doesn't wear designer clothes that are
Stupid.
Millions of dollars.
Stupid, dude. If I had money like that, bro, I'd be dripping 24/7. Like I would have like $4,000 boxers on. Just stupid if I had money like that.
But why? I don't know. I don't like.
Just
I already. I really donate a lot of money, or a decent amount of money. I would 100% donate more money all the time if I could.
But you could still afford to dress bougie. Like, people that have that type of money.
Yeah, I'd rather do other things with it.
Dude, that'd be a complete tool bag.
I'd probably invest it in my podcast and only do my podcast.
But if you start making millions from it, you wouldn't get like a fat diamond chain.
Oh, no.
Dude, come on.
Dude, diamond doesn't look good on me. I don't wear jewelry anymore. I don't even, like, I wear a wedding ring when, like, I go out with Emily. But, like, I don't wear it at work because I've had them get caught before.
Yeah, you don't want that.
And, like, everybody's like, oh, well, rubber one. It's like, oh, so I have to buy a new one every single time they break. Like $10 a piece. Like, I don't want to do that. So, actually, because I'm getting into bodybuilding, so I actually messaged Nate, too. And I was all like, hey, man, just so you know, like, I'm getting into bodybuilding. So, like, I'm going to, like, just be done with, like, paying monthly for jiu-jitsu. I would do like the stop by $20 a class. Yeah, $20 a class at Burgess in Manchester.
What'd you say?
And he was like, "Oh, all right, sweet. No, good luck with like bodybuilding." And then like in the message, I was like, also like, "Yo, like after everything gets settled, if you want like come on the podcast and shit." And he was like, "No, dude, that'd be dope. Like once everything gets settled, like I would 100% come on the podcast." So I'm excited for that shit.
I'd watch the shit out of that.
I'm so excited. He's had the little I've talked to him, because I don't know, that's his work. So like when I go there, when he's like working, so like I can't really talk to him. So I don't know, just like the 10 minutes like before class that like I've talked to him, he's told me a lot, and I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, he's an interesting guy. Like did you know the apartment's right next to him where I box at? He owns that building. He's a landlord of that building.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he's an interesting guy to talk to. Like, yeah, definitely a good guy to have on the podcast. He knows so many guys in like the New England MMA scene. Like,
yeah, I'm hoping. Like switching, like knowing people and shit. That's where I'm going with this. That's why I kind of like brought up the whole like studio idea, because like I'm not a producer, and like people who go there are gonna be like, oh, do you have a producer? And it's like, yo, I don't have a producer. I'm not a producer. So like, am I going like? Do you think I'm gonna need to get a producer, or should I be like, you have to produce your own shit? You need to bring your own producer. Like I'll supply like.
Cause you have to pay the producer too.
That's what I mean.
I feel like if like you're just starting up, learning how to like, that's like a rapper or something.
Yeah.
If you're starting up, you should learn how to produce too. You should have somebody there that knows this stuff. Somebody with you. There's plenty of people can do that. It's not like it's not like not a lot of people know how to do that. Like.
I mean, I can reach out to a few people. They'll answer, but okay.
Yeah.
High optimism. Yeah, gotta happy thoughts. Keep trying. Yo, she wants me that so bad.
You're talking about who I think you're talking about?
Yeah.
He'll answer me. I'll talk to him. I can say something to him.
Maybe. That'd be dope.
But, like, the issues when he comes here, he's obviously super busy when he comes here.
Oh, no, 100%. I mean, it's kind of just, like, messages right now. Like, I just need, like, ideas of, like, what I should maybe, like, consider. Like, what people look for in a studio. And I mean, like, people listen, like, I'm talking about this on here so, like, people can comment, like, just so you know. Like, that's why I'm putting this shit up. But yeah, I don't know, it's just, like, ongoing thoughts that I'm hoping that one day I can, because I love my job. I love HVAC, but I like this so much better.
So are you going to need, like, a sound guy to set up everything? Like,
so once something is set up, I feel like it's going to be set up.
Yeah.
And then, like, if people mess with, like, the audio and stuff, like, that's on them. So that's how I'm kind of looking at it. But I feel like if everybody just sets everything back to 0,
be fine.
it'd be fine.
Yeah.
Cause like I don't know, like I record a garage band. I don't want to just offer garage band people.
Obviously.
So like, I just don't. I don't know. I've
know
never done this before.
A ton of people that are in like the sound industry, obviously.
Yeah.
Like people that set up speakers and stuff. Like.
Well, I don't even know if like I'm gonna really need like. Well, I'm gonna need like some speakers, but like it's gonna be mainly recording shit. You know, microphones, cameras, and like.
You want lights?
Oh yeah, lights. Yeah, but like sound blockers. But like but like after all that, everything's kind of just passive income.
Yeah. Really, the only expense you'd have to worry about is electricity and rent.
Yep.
But no, that is true. Like, it's all an investment. I think it's a great idea.
Well, like, there's only 2 recording studios in Manchester. And I'm always a big advocate on open markets. Mm. So, like, if you think you can do it better than me, then do it. Because guess what? If you can do it better than me, I would probably just end up renting from you because it'd be so much easier. So much easier. I'm not even kidding. Like, this is why I had the idea. Because I was like, I need a place to do this, but there's no place to do it. I wish there was a place to do this. So I'm going to do it.
Do
Until somebody steals it from me. I'm kidding. No, they're not probably still do it.
I'm plotting as we speak.
Hmm?
I'm plotting as we speak.
I'm plotting as... Good.
I'm kidding.
Good, I'd support that business.
No, I mean, I don't know. You have a lot of cool ideas with stuff. It seems like you definitely have like an entrepreneur mindset.
Oh, no. I don't really want to call it entrepreneur because, like... Okay. You would?
What you're telling me right now?
Nothing that like I've brought up that I wanted to do is to make a shit ton of money. Like, so the gym that I want to open, I want it to be free for kids because
that's where me and you had a
you know, like I understand that like we need an income somehow, but like on the east side of Manchester they have MPAL, the Manchester Police Athletic League, and it's completely free for children. But, like, it's on the east side. There's nothing on the west side that is free for kids that has those type of sports.
Yeah, but that's funded through, like, the police and stuff.
Like, I know. But, like...
Personally, so...
That's what I mean. Like, somebody... Like, I want to be able to do something about that. That's why I want money. Not because, like, I want to do stuff for me. But, like, sports was a major part of my life. And I want to give that back to like communities that can't have it.
I definitely wouldn't charge kids as much as like we do adults, but like, you know, with kids it's more quantity over quality. These parents are also gonna put in their brothers and sisters in the same program.
Yeah.
But kids definitely make up a big part of income for gyms. You know, especially those type of gyms. I assume, like, you know, if we would open up a gym, I'd like to get a good wrestling program in there.
So that's just between us 2 alone. Holy shit, the sports that we could teach.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm not like the best basketball player, but I know how to play basketball. I know how to wrestle. Soccer is pretty simple to understand. Lacrosse, I dabbled in lacrosse a little bit. And then wrestling, I mean, I know how to punch people. Like, I'm not like a boxer like you, but like...
Yeah, I mean...
I can put gloves on and grapple, like... And then kickboxing and everything that you do. Holy shit. Like, we
even just lifting,
like,
too.
And lifting.
That makes sense. Not to interrupt, but like, when I think about my first ever job... I was 14 years old and I worked at a baseball and softball academy. And I was like, they didn't give a fuck how old I was. It was in Lawrence. And they let me teach and I got free classes, like free cage time whenever I wanted. And then like every so often they would give me like $40. They'd be like, oh, great class. they would just throw it down. Or like in the end of the week, they would give me more money, even though I shouldn't have been being paid as a kid. So it's like, and then I stayed with that job until I was like 17, 18. I was like, that job was like pretty chill.
That's pretty cool.
So it's a good idea because there's so many parents that like get their kids, and you can get all different seasons if you get the right trainers for all the right things. And like, it's also good for the community. Like, you're teaching good strengths, and like if the parents are like not, if it's rough and they don't have much time, like I feel like sports also teaches like the morals and like your moral compass, your confidence, like what drives you, like in different ways.
I don't feel yes, but like
friends too. Get these kids from some friends that aren't virtual with this virtual schooling. Like truly.
So, one of my favorite things about like, if it wasn't for wrestling, I wouldn't have. I don't think the military would have been as, like, basic training and stuff wouldn't have been as easy as it was. Certain aspects of the military wasn't easy, and like I talk about, I'm still dealing with some aspects of the military, but without it, I mean, the only thing that kind of bothered me about basic was being away from my family. I haven't really been away from my family like that before. But besides that, I'm used to working out. I'm used to destroying my body. I was excited for the gas chamber. Like, I was, like, me and this one kid had beef, and I don't even know why. And I did the laundry for everybody. I was laundry chief.
Mm-hmm.
That was my chore. We all had, like, different, she doesn't like her belly being pet.
Good know.
Yeah. She'll let you know. She'll tell you. But, he didn't like how, like, slow he was getting his laundry or something. And so, he, like, went and, like, complained. And, like, he tried, like, fighting me. It was petty. But, anyways, the sergeant there was just, like, I believe she was a staff sergeant. She was just, like, give him his laundry then. Like, let him do his own laundry. And I was like, ma'am, it's, like, already in the washer. And she was like, alright, I didn't stutter. Give him his laundry. And I was like, ma'am, it's in the washer. And she was like, give him his laundry. And I was like, yes, ma'am, I'll give him his laundry. And I just walked over to the washer. I stopped it, took it all out, and just put it on his bed, soaking wet. And he was lit. And we just got clean linens. It was gonna be like another. I think they did it every week. We got new linens every week. So he had to deal with shitty linens for a week, and it was hilarious. It made my day. It made a lot of days. Yeah, basic was fun.
Did he still try to keep up beef with you after this?
Oh yeah, there was beef the whole time.
Oh yeah.
The whole time.
He fucked the shit up, yo. He was pissed.
Oh yeah. It's okay. It happens.
There's always somebody out there that doesn't like you.
Yeah. Everybody always tries to put you down. Always. But it's just keep going.
Dude, I hate people.
Yeah.
Everybody makes me mad. Everybody annoys me. I like your cat though.
So, story behind Tunzi. So Tunzi really hasn't been on the show too much. Molly normally comes on the show. Tunzi was our first cat. I saw her in a PetSmart, and she reminded me of my first cat, Trixie.
Okay.
And I was like, Emily, we're going to take this cat home. And she was like, no, we're not. And I was like, we're going to take this cat home. And she's like, why? And I was like, it reminds me too much of my childhood cat, and I can't leave it here. So we're taking it home. And she was like, I want a dog. And I was like, you'll want cats after. It's okay. And she's like, no, I want a dog. And I was like, you're going to want a cat. Don't worry. And so we got Tunzi. We thought she had, like, separation anxiety because every time we left for a while, like, for the day, we'd come home, there'd be, like, pee. And, like, we took her to the vet, and they were just like, yeah, it's anxiety. And so we got Molly, the one that normally comes on the show, the black one. They hated each other.
Most cats do.
Yeah, but, like, we were like, all right, let's see if they get along. And they get along now. I'm going to say they like each other now. They don't tolerate each other anymore. But But come to find out, she had a UTI, and that's why she was and like the vet like didn't check for that the first time, and they're just like, oh yeah, she's anxious. So it was like I felt so bad. It was like 2 months that we went without like
checking. I mean, you guys tried. That's on the vet. Like, you know, vets get paid to check on that shit. Like, I mean,
sorry.
Looks like she's doing good now.
Yeah, she's a happy kitty. I mean, normally there's like 5 or 6 like blankets up here, and she's like Princess and the Pea.
Oh yeah.
If there's a pillow or a blanket, she won't lay on the couch. She has to lay on the pillow or the blanket. She's a princess.
Cats are interesting because cats don't need us.
Cats domesticated themselves. Back in ancient Greece, they kind of found humans, and they were just like, all right, you're going to feed us now. And they just became domesticated. That cats domesticated themselves. Cats didn't meow until they needed attention from humans. Cats made that noise so they could communicate with us. And it's not even like a good way of communication. They're just like, hey fucker, look at me.
I heard they do it to like mimic like baby sounds. I read that somewhere.
I heard that. I don't want to say that because I don't think a meow sounds like a baby sound. And like where would they hear that?
Babies, and they see the attention we give babies when they make noise.
But like
they do cat math and think about it.
I guess, and just over time, like the mom would do it to the But it wasn't until humans. And like the craziest thing about cats is they're the perfect predator. The only thing that's
they're just 5 pounds.
Yeah, like the only thing that makes them not as dangerous as like a lion is the size.
Yeah. Well, do you remember last time I was here? I asked you guys, do you think your cat would kill you if you were tiny?
100%. Yeah.
Like, they can't help it.
Like cats. This is why my cats aren't outside cats. Once cats go outside and they see something they want to kill, they're going to kill it. Because it's just animal instinct. Mm-hmm. It's just what they're going to do. And then once they kill it, it's like something just reconnects in their brains. And they're just like, this is instinct. I'm going to keep doing this. And then they're just hunting squirrels.
I have always had outdoor cats. There's a lot of, like, some cats you can't control it, or they're just going to go the fuck outside.
Yeah, Molly keeps trying, and we're just like, nope, you're not going.
Yeah,
like she doesn't have like her baby shots or anything, like, because they're indoor cats. Like, I'm not going to do that to my cats because I don't need to. Like, I don't let them outside. Emily's home.
Yo.
We got a basket. That's exciting.
Why is it exciting?
I like baskets.
Do you know what the basket's for?
Is there another shit basket?
It's a shoe basket.
Shoe basket.
Did you say shit basket?
Yeah. You know we have a shit table.
Oh.
Shit table, shit basket, shit drawer.
I was like scared what the shit basket thing meant.
So the shit drawer is in the kitchen, and it just has like a bunch of random shit in it. Mm-hmm. And then our shit table is right there, and it's just like you walk in and you drop whatever you don't want to carry anymore. And I thought we were getting a shit basket that we're going to just put in another room that we can put shit in, but... And I'm not... Just to be clear, I'm not talking about, like, feces.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about at first.
No, but I feel like I have to be clear because...
I thought you guys shit in a basket.
The internet. Huh?
I thought you guys were shitting baskets.
No, I stopped doing that.
Dude, have you ever, like, listen, sometimes you gotta shit somewhere, sometimes you gotta shit, you know? Can't fight it.
Dude, I have a toilet.
I got that, but, you know, you ever been stuck in traffic and you have to shit?
I don't have a basket in my car to shit in.
Yeah, but, like, if you had to, like, jump out in traffic and take a shit in the middle of the street.
I have shit in a bucket in a bus before. Yeah.
That builds character. I don't trust people that haven't done that.
So we were going to North Carolina's Six Flags, and we were we were borrowing a converted bus to camper that my aunt and uncle made, and that was the bathroom. It was
Really?
yeah.
If you haven't like shit in front of like a group of people, I don't think you've lived. I think that's an experience everybody has to do.
You know it's a crazy experience that I feel like more people need to experience, and everybody's gonna be like, "Yo, you're weird for saying this."
What?
Showering with 58 naked men. That is one thing I feel like everybody needs to experience.
What's it like?
What's it like? Yo, I don't know.
Does it smell like balls?
It's disgusting, and like even if you don't do it like the prison style, like. So, in Kenya, the showers, they were in Connex containers. And, you know what Connex, like the metal containers that they ship things in. And, the showers were just plastic, like, shitty showers. And there was, like, individual showers. And somebody shit in one of the showers and tried, like, stomping it down. Yeah, and it's like, why would you do that? Like, you know,
dude, just to make people's lives miserable.
And like that's what, like, even if you don't like shower in like a prison type shower, but having to share a shower, like there were, I think, a total of 6 different showers, maybe 9 different showers for almost 600 people.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, so did he shit in front of people? In the shower?
No, so the shower's like personal.
What's the optimal shower shitting position? Like, which shower? Like the 6th one? Like the 3rd one? Like what? How do you?
I don't know.
If I shit in the shower,
I've never shit in the shower before.
Dude, if I shit in the shower, I'd just stand straight up and not squat.
And like so when you're deployed, you wear shower shoes.
Okay, yep.
Because like people shit in the shower.
Yep.
And so like they try to like stomp it down the drain, and like it clogged the drain, and like that's how people found out about it. Yeah, shower shoot. So like
a serial shower shitter. It sounds like one.
No, it only happened one time.
Be a good name for a band. Serial shower shitter.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah.
Shower shitter.
Serial shower shitter.
That's a tongue twister.
So. If I were to like take, okay, so I have to tell you something right now. I'm gonna come clean. I have a vendetta with porta potties.
Why do you?
I don't fit in them, and I think it's.
What about the handicap ones? You fit in the handicap ones.
I've never seen a handicap porta potty.
Yo, you fit in handicap porta potties.
So I have this thing with porta potties because I hate them so much. So I'd like to ruin everybody else's time, because I can't close the door.
Don't say anything. Don't say anything that can get you in trouble.
I just piss everywhere.
That's gross.
Hell yeah.
That's
I piss
gross.
everywhere in it. I hit. Oh, that's nice.
So you're that guy?
Oh, I am. I am that guy. I am that
Dude, they
guy.
make.
Come on.
100%. Look how big that
That
thing
is nice.
Yo, they got handrails and everything.
See, I wouldn't piss everywhere on that one.
I don't think they have a urinal though. They don't, because it's for handicapped people. Most handicapped people can't stand, and that's why they have that, so they can fit a wheelchair in there. What's Zach's big ass?
Have you? So I had the worst moment of my life. I was in an airport and I was in the handicap stall.
Yeah.
And someone's knocking out the door.
Yeah.
To do no fucking wheelchair.
Yo. Yo, that's almost as bad as being at the short stall or the short urinal in a midget being like, yo, man.
That happened?
No, I've heard it though.
That's
that's worse. That's worse.
This will sound shitty. In Walmart, there was a lady with a walker, and I raised that bitch to the handicap. It was way before we hit the bathrooms, though. It was like I saw her. She was going straight to it. So I was like... And I used the bathroom, and right when I flushed the toilet, I could hear like the roll and the click and everything, and I was like, all right, wipe myself, flush the toilet with my foot, and then I got out, and I had to make sure. But
did she wait at all?
Did she wait? I mean, like a second. When I had to open it, I was like, come out, like.
The worst thing is when you open that and she's doing the wheelchair looking at you. Well, yeah, it is what it is, dude. Because I don't fit normal stalls.
No, you don't. You're big. You're a big
Like...
guy. Dude, I sat with you at the garden twice.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, you're the one that had to be uncomfortable. I mean, when I sat next to you at Joe Rogan, the guy next to me was as big as you too. So I sat.
I feel bad for it because I'm used to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I'm used.
I'm used to being squished because I'm the little guy.
Yeah.
I'm always squished.
But that's gonna change. That's gonna change. You're gonna get big. Get swole.
Yeah, so I was trying to follow everything that's been going on this offseason in the NFL because holy shit.
Tyreek Hill to the fucking Dolphins.
Yeah. The Raiders just picked up, why can't I remember? He played for Green Bay.
Devontae Adams,
yeah.
That'll be nice. Finally give Derek Carr a weapon.
Yeah, but that takes away from Green Bay. I'm a cheesehead.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And, yo, look at this contract. I was reading it earlier. Where was Green Bay?
The Raiders are going to kill this year, dude.
Yeah, they are. Green Bay.
They cashed in on this year. They said we're going to get a Super Bowl this year, and if we don't, we're fucked. There it is.
Aaron Rodgers signed an extension that pays $150.815 million over the next 3 years.
Do you know how annoying that is?
$101.515 million fully guaranteed.
And that's why you guys lost Devontae Adams. Because of that stupid shit. Tom Brady literally put out a blueprint on how to win championships and nobody cares.
Nope.
Like, don't ask for superstar money and leave your team some space to get people. Because, okay, so you got all that money, but you ain't going to win nothing.
Nothing. It's... Bill Belichick has always said, you win with good players.
Yeah. You don't have to have, like, a superstar.
No.
If you have a team of people that don't make mistakes, just play sound, solid football, that's all you can ask.
Well, I wasn't surprised when Tom Brady came out of retirement, were you?
Fuck no, bro. He spent 2 months with his family, said, fuck that.
Yo, Gronk still hasn't said if he was coming back yet.
Go up to the Bucks. I think they just got Julian Edelman. I've read somewhere, or was that fake?
No, so he was just playing catch.
Oh.
Pretty much. Like, they were running drills, and everybody was all like, oh, he's coming out to play, and it's like, dude, if Edelman comes back, he has to go back to the Patriots, and the Patriots aren't going to let him go.
Why would you come back? You're like a mid-30s wide receiver. You ain't going to do nothing.
To play with Tom Brady. To win another championship.
Yeah, but he's not going to do anything. Mid-30. Dude, Ryan Jensen, that center right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's his old centers.
One of my favorite centers in the league. My favorite offensive lineman. Dude, like, if anybody, like, fucks with anybody, like, his quarterback, he starts swinging. Dude's a bona fide goon. Ryan Jensen. I remember he used to play for the Ravens.
Yeah.
And someone lit up Joe Flacco. And you see Ryan Jensen come up from, like, out of nowhere and starts choking the dude out.
Well, yo, somebody's got to fucking protect them, you know?
That's how your O-line has to be. Listen, if I was a coach,
yeah,
and I saw my quarterback get laid out and no one from the O-line comes swinging, get the fuck off my team.
So, I remember this one time back in, like, 8th grade, going back to, like, sports, like, help, like, mold you into who you are. There was a fight one time on the field. There was multiple fights on fields when we were in 8th grade. We were a very dirty team. But after the first fight, like, during it, everybody on the sidelines, they made us, like, sit down, like, you're not going out there. But then after the fight, the coaches were just like, you guys need to be faster next time. Like, that's why we told you to sit down. Like, if your team gets into a fight, you have to get out there and help, like, protect your team. Like, that's your job. Like, if a fight breaks out, I expect everybody out there. And we're like, what? Like, this is so weird. But, like...
Who was the coach saying it?
Pete.
Pete?
Pete.
Yeah, that sounds like Pete.
Pete and Nick.
Yeah, that sounds like Pete.
Yeah. Like, dude, they taught us how to play football so well. Like, if we if we actually stuck together, like if we didn't get split up, we would have destroyed high schools. Like, it would have been crazy.
Yeah, Manchester needs to just have one singular high school.
Yeah, 100%. If they did one single high school and concentrated all this all the sports to one Manchester high school and like everything just to one, everything would be so much better.
Yeah. And Manchester's losing a lot of its kids too. Hookset's not going. Candy, I don't think it's going anymore.
There's been talks for the last couple of years of shutting down at least one of the high schools. They almost shut down West.
Just merge it all into one super school and then watch the state championships come flowing in.
Pretty much. That's what would happen.
Yeah,
but some teams would have way too many people. I mean, like the wrestling team wouldn't.
The wrestling team wouldn't, dude. That looks like that's already what the wrestling team does.
No, I was talking to one of the coaches over at Central, and I'm not going to get too much into it because it's not my place to talk. But he explained to me that I didn't know this, that the basketball teams here, they all have feeder programs, like middle school to high school. And he's like, why can't wrestling teams have that? So it's like, oh, yeah, no, you make a very valid point. So, like something that he brought up.
Same thing with the football teams.
Yeah, same thing with football teams. Same team with band. Same team with theater. Like, why can't...
I don't understand why wrestling isn't bigger, especially with, MMA getting bigger. Like,
pretty much.
If I have a son, he's wrestling young. He's boxing and wrestling.
Yeah, with MMA and UFC getting bigger, like, these people need to... If you don't learn how to wrestle... or learn any type of decent grappling, you're gonna get fucked up.
No.
It's not a standing game. That's boxing. MMA, UFC is on the ground. You ain't get elbowed. You ain't get The only bad thing about wrestling is you give up your back because you don't want to be on your back. So when you get taken down, you belly out. You go to your belly. But I don't know. I used to wrestle. I'm comfortable on both. And even if certain people take my back, I know how to get them off my back.
I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. You can just fall back on them.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've been in a lot of fights over the years, and I've had a lot of people try to scoop me. The other thing is I know how to sprawl.
I could hip throw you.
Not if I didn't want you to.
Probably not. Yeah. But I could get you down.
Not if I didn't want you to.
I could.
Tommy, here's the thing. I'm not stupid. I'm not ignorant with it. So let's put that together.
Oh, I know.
Tommy, there's absolutely no way. If we got mats, and you'd give me the okay, I don't have to worry about hurting you, and I can try. No way in hell.
I bet you within a minute and a half, I could get you down at least one time.
I don't think you could.
We're gonna have to try this.
We can try it.
We're gonna have to. This is something.
How long are the round's gonna be?
No, like I said, I just need a minute and a half.
A minute and a half? There's no way.
And I'll be able to get you down at least one time.
No. I'm too strong.
Yeah, but you're still top heavy.
I'm too strong and athletic. Won't happen. I'm not trying to sound cocky.
No, I know.
I'm just being straight up there's no way.
A minute and a half.
What if I get you down?
I just get back up.
So I can't I can't just really just hold you there?
I mean, if that's how you get me down, then sure you can.
Yeah,
But I don't know.
There's no way in hell you're getting me down.
Have you ever wrestled a pig in oil, covered in oil?
No.
That's what it's like. That's what it's like to me.
That's fine.
I just create this natural oil.
That's fine. I'm sweaty. It's
kind of disgusting.
We can film it.
We can film it. Make money?
We can film it, yeah.
We're going to sell it?
Yeah, we can sell it.
So at what point? No penetration though. Can't be.
No penetration. The way I'm thinking about it, you're 150 pounds.
153.
153 pounds.
Yeah, I broke the 150 barrier.
Okay, I lift dumbbells with one arm heavier than you, dude.
Okay.
There's no way you're getting me down.
Maybe.
There's no way. I'm gonna sprawl. I'm gonna sprawl, and my nuts are gonna be on the back of your fucking head.
Yo, it wouldn't be the first time that somebody sprawled and put nuts on the back of my
Okay,
head.
I'm just letting you know. Like,
I know that sounds weird, but that's just the life of
you wrestled,
wrestling.
man. Wrestling gets a little weird.
Yeah.
No way. No way.
Maybe.
Too strong and too athletic.
Confident.
If I was...
Continue.
If I sat here as, like, an unathletic 355-pound man, yeah. I'd say, yeah, you could. I'd say you could. But that's not what we're dealing with here. If I don't want you to get me down, I'm not going down. I'm too strong. Too strong.
How much can you lift with one hand? Dumbbell?
Just dumbbell press. I'll throw up like 155, 160 pretty easy.
That's impressive.
Pretty easy for 8. Like, what's up, Tommy? Like, it ain't happening. It ain't happening.
I would like you to try to dumb press belt, like dumbbells. Like, trust me.
Like you? We could do that?
How could we do this? Like one-handed.
One-handed?
Yeah.
It's going to be rely on balance. I'm probably going to have to grab your crotch.
Dope.
It's going to get really uncomfortable. Because I've done this before with people.
That's weird.
I have a friend, Derek.
Continue.
And,
Derek.
Yeah, we were like pretty high one day. And he was like, could you press me with one arm? I bet you I could. So he was like, how you going to do it, man? I don't know. I'm just going to grab you.
Just going to grab you.
So I just grabbed him and I'm just... It's pretty easy. But like, it definitely hurt him. You're looking at Tom. There's no way, dude.
Maybe.
I'm too big.
I'm interested. I'm intrigued.
You're too light.
I pay. We can stream it on Twitch.
We can.
Yeah, I'm thinking about one of these times doing like a quote unquote live.
Of what?
Of the
Just
podcast.
the podcast. Yeah.
I don't know. Never done it before.
Switch it up a little bit.
Because I don't know if I can still record it. I know I just changed the subject just like in a blink of an eye, but I don't know what made me think of it, but I just thought of it.
Maybe you want to live stream us.
Oh, yes, that's why. I want to, yeah.
So, how about
Boom.
we could do a minute 30 of that if you could take me down? Do you think you could last a minute 30 me trying to take your head off?
Oh, I think I could.
I don't think you could.
I think I could. Minute 30?
Minute 30?
I've survived a lot more.
Minute 30, like straight kickboxing?
I've survived a lot more. Yo, I've been hit with a metal chair before. Like full on, like metal chair straight to the dome. Like no hold back. And I just got up and I was like, you're an idiot. And I drop kicked him. And I hit him with the chair. It was my brother. It was hilarious. The chair was very dented after. But
So what if I hit you with the chair? If we're coming on like 120 and you're not down, I'm clapping you with the chair.
Yo, remember when Gammy drop kicked me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was pretty odd.
Yeah, that's how I met him.
Yeah, you asked him to drop kick you?
No, so I asked my buddy Eric to drop kick me because Jackass 2 or 3 just came out.
God.
And I was like, hey man, like you're a black belt, you should drop kick me. And he like kept pretending to. And Gammy was like, I'll do it. And I was like, oh boy, I can't be a bitch. I just told this guy he could do it.
Yeah.
And so I was like, yeah, you can do it. And like he kept like trying, but he kept like kicking my shoulder. And then he finally like kicked my jaw. And like there's a video on my Instagram like way back. And you can hear it. And then after you can kind of hear me saying, you kick like a bitch. And like even coach was like, what the? Because like he sat there and watched him like try to kick me like 8 times. And like didn't stop him. This is Manchester school districts for you.
The coach didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, coach didn't give
a fuck. What did he even coach?
He used to coach football.
Okay, he was like 9.
No, tennis. And he coached tennis still, I believe.
He's still alive?
I don't know if he's still alive. I'll ask.
Can we figure this out?
He says still alive.
That's one of the guys that I hope lives forever.
Coach?
Yeah.
He won't. He's human. He's going to die. I know. You look very sad about that comment.
Yeah,
but
I think about mortality. Yeah.
He's
but
like
even
this
in this moment living.
old
like,
cool guy.
But like,
that's sad.
I don't know.
Do you remember how he used to break up all the fights?
Yes.
He'd just come waddling over. like, took him a minute. Like, these kids are, like...
pounding the shit out of each other.
And he's just waddling over, and he always breaks it up.
Always.
Dude, I love that guy. Same thing with Peroni, dude.
And they just kind of shout. They don't even... Yeah. They didn't care too much. And it made it great.
Let the kids fight. Let the kids fight. I think if two young kids want to fight, we should let them fight.
100%.
You know, just
and then...
break it up when it gets too much.
Yep.
You know, I believe children should fight.
Find out why they're fighting, and then...
If it's a good reason.
Yeah. And then be all like, alright, if this person was, like, bullying this kid, alright, sweet, the bully is suspended, this kid doesn't for defending himself. Like, fuck that noise.
Well, they don't care until somebody dies.
No.
Schools are pretty terrible. I hate public schools. Schools in general.
Yeah, there's too many shooters.
A lot of shooters.
Yeah. That's why I don't like public schools.
Do you remember times we're on lockdown?
So most of that was because people were smoking K2. Remember K2?
Spice, yeah.
Yeah, Spice. People were, like, having seizures. Like, in class because of that shit. But, like, I remember in, like, middle school, we used to get a lot of bomb threats. And then, during one of the assemblies, the fire department came, and they were like, just so you guys know, like, well, we're here responding to your bomb threats, like, your house could be on fire, and, like, you wouldn't be, like, responding to your house. And, like, as they were dismissing us, somebody fucking pulled the fire alarm.
That's
like,
funny.
It was the funniest shit ever. And, like, they pulled the fire alarm, and, like, the firefighters were still there, and they were like, everybody stay in the gym, and they were like, no, we need to evacuate, like, the fire alarm's going off, and they're like, somebody pulled it, and they were like, well, we still need to evacuate, and, like, they were going off. It was...
Do you remember they used to bring the drug-sniffing dogs?
Yeah. Yeah, in middle school.
Middle school, high school. Do you
Yeah.
remember when they caught, they got Israel crossing with it? Yeah.
Yo,
and a fucking dime bag in there.
Yo, and he called me out for smelling like pot during history class.
Who?
Israel. I mean,
Really?
I'm not salty about it. Like, I don't want that, like, being thought, like, I'm salty about it.
He lives in Tennessee now.
Huh?
He lives in Tennessee now.
Oh, I mean, I don't really care. I just don't want...
You could beat him up.
I don't really care. That's not the point.
You'd fuck him up.
I'm not salty.
He,
it was a
he's
fun
calling you out.
experience. It was 100% a fun experience. I'd do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know, that's kind of a square move to call somebody out in the middle of class for that.
It wasn't in the middle of the class. It was beginning of class.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, it was my day. I straight up clam baked my car.
Good for you.
I wasn't doing too hot. Part of the, like, I'm not even, like, kidding about this part. Part of the reason was because, like, my brother was played to Afghanistan, and my aunt, like, just passed away, and, like, I wasn't doing too good. And so I was just like, I'm just gonna smoke pot. This is what I'm gonna do. And I wasn't smart about it. And so I walked into class, and Israel was like, damn, it smells, like, loud in here. Because that's what, like, we used to say back then. And the teacher, Mr. Savera, I'm trying to get him on my show. I emailed him. He didn't answer me. Not shocking. I know. And so he was like, Tom, I need to talk to you after class. And I was like, why? Like, I know why. Like, I just want you to say it. Like, just be the man and say it. And he was like, I just want you to stay after class. And I was like, why? Like, just say it, man. Just say it. And he was like, just stay after. And I was like, unless if you say it, I'm not staying after. He's like, you're staying after. And, like, the bell rang, and I stand up. He's like, you're going to make it worse if you walk out that door. And I was like, all right. And I just sat back down. He was like, all right, go meet me at the nurse's office. And I was like, why? Like, just say it, man. Like, just say, like, you're high. Just say it. Because I might just be like, all right, I am. Like, like, just do it. And he didn't. And so I went down to the nurse's office. And they're like, why are you here? And I was like, I don't know. Mrs. Savella told me to come down here. And so he came down, and he was finally like, all right, I have a suspicion that, like, you're on drugs, yada, yada, yada. and so they're gonna take a look at you. And I was like, all right, sweet. And so they like take my blood pressure. They put the thing on. My heart rate's like really high.
Well, yeah.
And they're like, is everything all right? And I was like, yeah, you know, you just had me come down to the nurse's office, and I thought my brother was like hurt. He's in Afghanistan right now, so like I'm kind of freaking out. And they're like, what? And I was like, yeah, my brother's in Afghanistan right now. Is he okay? And they're like, we think so. I mean, you can't like I'm not even kidding. Because like I respected the teacher. Like he was my favorite history teacher. Yeah. He's still my favorite teacher. And if he just like told me, I would have been like, oh, I'll own up to it, whatever. But they were just like,
he did that.
Yeah, like he played me like that.
Yeah, so, you played him back though.
Yeah. And so like they smelled my hands, and like on the way out, I used hand sanitizer. I had eye drops, and so like they didn't have anything. And, like they just had this suspicion that like I smelled like it, and they were like, why do you smell like it? I'm like, I go to Manchester Public School. Like I don't know. Like. And they're like, all right, go talk to Mr. Collins. And I was like, all right, why Mr. Collins? He's not my assistant principal. And they're like, he deals with this stuff.
He's fucking...
And I was like, all right, sweet. So I walk into Mr. Collins' office. And he's like, what do you want, your book? And I was like, I was told I smell like the marijuana. And he looked at me. And I said it just like that. And he was like, get the fuck out of my office. And I was like, excuse me, sir? And he was like, I didn't stutter. And I was like, no, you didn't. I just wanted to make sure. It's like, thank you.
That guy's fucking huge.
Yeah, he scares me still.
Dude, he walks like a dinosaur. Mm-hmm. He walks like an old-ass dinosaur, and he'd always have, like, all, like, the hood kids.
Yep.
Like, I swear to God, he was, like, 7 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no bullshit, like, no exaggeration. Like, that guy was 7 feet tall.
7 feet tall, tall-ass black dude that was just...
One time for April Fool's Day, my mom got pulled over, driving me to school, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to be late. Like, they're going to be mad. Like, I've already been late a lot. And, I'm like, what if I tell my mom, like, you know, they're going to be mad at me. So I go to Mr. Collins' office, and I talk to him, like, hey, let's play a prank on my mom. And he goes, I got time to kill.
I got time to kill.
So I have him call my mom, and he called her up saying that he's suspending me for being late. For chronic tardiness.
Yo, so in my senior year, they almost held me back my senior year. Did I tell you about
What
this?
a dick move, no.
No? Yeah, I didn't, so...
You didn't even tell me about it back then.
Huh?
You didn't even tell me about it back then.
Yeah, senior year was rough. I was debating about, like, dropping out of high school my senior year because, like, I just wasn't doing it. Emily convinced me not to. She's a great wife.
Good for her.
Yeah, great wife. But they were gonna hold me back, and they called me down to Mr. Deshard's office, and they were like, "Hey, man, you missed too many school days," and I was like, "Yeah, but like I got straight B's," and they're like, "What do you mean you have straight B's?" And I was like, "I have straight B's," and I showed them my report card, and they're like, "You've been absent more than half the semester." I'm like, "Yeah, I have straight B's." And they're like, why don't you have A's? And I was like, I don't do the homework. And they're like, what? And I was like, yeah, homework is 10% of my grade. I have like an 89.
Literally.
I don't do homework. And they're like, why? And I was like, I'm too depressed to do homework. Like, I don't want to come to school. That's why I'm like absent the whole time, like this much. And they're like, oh. Well, and I was like, so if you hold me back, this isn't going to look good. And they're like, no. I was like, all right. So I'll try to come to school more, and you're not going to hold me back. And they're like, if you need anything, just let me know. I'm like, yeah, exactly.
Fair.
It's like, yeah, I'm just not, like, and they, like, pulled up all my, like, school stuff, and the only thing I was missing was the homework. Did all the other assignments. Easy. School's easy. I think they need to redo the school systems. I think school is made to make people more stupid. I don't think they're trying to teach people to make them more smart anymore. I think they're trying to dumb us down.
I think they teach in the way that they like.
I don't think they don't teach critical thinking.
They don't. They definitely don't. They teach a lot of stupid stuff, but they teach us stupid stuff because it's like tradition too. If that makes sense. Like you're classically smart.
The governor of Florida, Santos, whatever his name is, he just passed a bill for teaching like taxes and banking and a bunch of like financial aid stuff for school
They should, like, it's
speech impediment. It's great in Florida. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
I mean, a lot of like school, you don't use anything. Like,
dude, he makes the headlines all the time.
Dude, he's a goon.
He is a goon.
He's
crazy.
A goon, dude. I mean, listen, you're the governor of Florida. You got some reputation to uphold, brother.
Dude, not only like he is what like people think Florida is.
Oh yeah.
Like like crazy people from Florida. It's him. He makes the laws, and he's just as crazy as everybody else. And like some laws are like totally out there and like completely insane and stupid, but then he does something like this, and it's like, and it looks really good, and it's like, holy shit, you actually might think sometimes.
But he's the first one to do that, and everybody's been talking about doing that for years. He's the first one to pull the trigger. Yeah. I think a lot more places will do that. Like, because I think schooling it's just so stupid. Like, most of the math they teach you, when are you going to use it?
That is very true.
Like, when are you...
it
unless
depends.
You're going to, like, be an engineer. Like...
So, So, my thought on school is MST, basically. Yeah. So, we have, like, a technical school. It's a technical school. And you can, like, try different trades and stuff. And so, like, you can go there and try HVAC, you can try electrical, you can do cosmetology, you can do cooking, you can... That's the type of school it is. And, like, and then the extra classes you take is, like, English, and it's not, like, really the classes that pertain that you won't really need for your school.
I agree with that. Like,
and I feel like more schools should kind of push towards that. They should try to help people find stuff that they like at a younger age, and when I mean stuff that they like, stuff that they would be like, oh, I would want to do this for a living. Because, like, if I found this type of stuff at a younger age, and I like this stuff, but it's a little bit harder for me to learn to do it now because I'm older. Like, older people learn slow. It's just a proven fact.
Did you always want to do, like, HVAC?
No.
No? No. What made you start?
The military. Well, so I was doing landscaping, and then I got fired, and I was like, alright, I need to do something with my life, because Emily told me I had to do something with my life. Yeah, that's normally how it goes down. And I was like, alright, let's join the military, but like I needed a job until I joined the military, and my dad was like, you can come work for me, and I was like, alright, sweet. So I started doing HVAC, and I liked it, and so I was like, maybe I'll do HVAC for the military. And because they were all like, you can't just go into the military and like just go kill people. And that's what I wanted to do. I'm not even gonna lie, and I'm really happy I didn't. I'm so happy I didn't. Like, growing up, my brother joined the Marines, my other brother joined the Air Force, and my whole thought process on life was, I grew up, I turned 18, I joined the military, and I go kill the bad guy. That's what I was supposed to do. And like, ask almost any of my friends, after, like, as soon as I learned about killing the bad guy, I didn't want to be president anymore. Like, tell me how that, like, how messed up that is. Like, I went from wanting to be the free like, I was sitting down and having political conversations, like, with, like, adults, because I knew politics at a young age. Like, I used to watch the news with my dad, and I knew all the parties, I knew every single president, and, like, I could talk politics. It was It was creepy.
It was creepy.
But then, I kind of remember and learned about 9/11, and then my brother joined the Marines, and then I was just like, I need to go kill the bad guy. So I went from being the leader of the free world to being a boot, like in the mud, just another number. Like that's how that's what the American school system does to you.
I mean, yeah.
But yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go kill people. I kill the bad guy.
Definitely a lot of young men that think the same way.
But I'm happy I didn't, because I even like watching some of the shit, I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Like,
it fucks you up, dude.
Because I've been in high stressful situations, I know I could defend myself.
Yeah, obviously.
But like I couldn't just be like, all right, I think this person's doing something, I should probably kill them. I couldn't do that. They would need to actually be like doing something to kill. Like, it's so weird. So weird.
I hate how like military just kind of doesn't, like, when they get out and shit. Like, there's a lot of veterans that don't get any help and stuff. Like,
a lot of veterans don't reach out for help.
I get that, but they have to do something. They have to figure something out.
So like they can only do so much, because like they already have the 22 hotline.
I think a lot of the reason why a lot of them don't reach out is because they don't want to lose their guns.
Yeah, that's
like, is that, my dad's, obviously.
Yeah.
And I've talked to him and asked him why he doesn't reach out, and like, he doesn't want to lose his guns. It's like, it comes to that point where like, who am I to tell some Marine that's fought for the country you can't have that gun? Who am I to say that to?
Somebody that isn't mentally stable to own or should own firearm. I know it's hard. I know it's very hard, and trust me, I'm 100% like pro Second Amendment, but like if you're not mentally stable, you shouldn't own guns. And like, I'm not mentally unstable to the point where I'm a danger to other people. I'm high fight or flight, thinking I'm in danger.
Yeah. And
so like one time I had to get permission to hold a fake rifle for an exercise when I was in, and they needed written permission from my therapist saying I could hold a fake rifle, because all I had to do was, well, it wasn't a fake rifle. It was just not a loaded rifle. But because I was going to mental health, I was on medicine, they were just like, we need to make sure he won't bring a clip, and like, yeah. And in the note he wrote saying how I am probably the only person on base he would trust with a gun, because I'm not there to hurt people. I want to protect people, because I think I'm in danger all the time. So I'm looking for danger. I don't know. But if people is unstable, they shouldn't have guns.
Obviously, but it's just such a messy thing.
Because like I say it to people and they're like, "Oh, weed's illegal. You shouldn't smoke pot." I'm like, but like, fuck you. Like, no, I fought for my right to, like, I'm not gonna say I fought for my right, but like I served. Like, I did my time, and it's like, who are you gonna tell, like, I'm smoking some weed? Like, shut up, leave me alone. Like, I'm gonna own guns, and like that's one of the reasons why I haven't got medical, because you can't own guns if you have medical.
Yeah, I'm like,
it's stupid.
It's all stupid. I mean, I feel like a lot of these people that are just making laws are people that don't smoke weed.
Exactly.
Like,
more
these people
need to smoke weed. I've been saying this forever.
It's hard to make laws about something that you don't know anything about. Like, a lot of these people don't understand, like, what being high is. Yeah. Like, they think, like, you smoke a blunt, you're just stupid. Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, some people are.
Yeah, but not like how they think. Like, you're not gonna be in.
Yeah, they fall asleep. They eat a bunch of food.
Alright, so I'm gonna say like right now, let's say like somebody smokes a blunt and like they go hang with their kid. Like that's not gonna fuck you up. You're not gonna be able to care for your child. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But that's what they think it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, some people. What about the parents on the news where it's like, holy shit, someone left their kid in a Walmart. That could be someone that smoked a blunt.
Yo,
I'd be forgetting like my wallet and shit.
Yo,
sometimes.
I heard a car radio. I heard a commercial on the radio when I was driving the other day, and it was with the weather starting to warm up. Make sure you put something important in the back seat so you don't forget your kid. Yeah, and it's like, wait a second, you gotta put something in the back seat to remember your kid. Like. Why is this a commercial? Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, it was terrible.
If my wife forgot the kid in Walmart...
What if you forgot the kid in Walmart?
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
No.
100% you wouldn't?
No.
I might. That's why I don't have a kid.
That's why you don't have a kid, though.
That's why I don't have a kid. Because I know I'd forget a kid in Walmart.
We'd get a divorce.
You looking at me like I'm crazy, but
I just made the whole joke about the children that are left in Walmart sometimes.
If we have a kid and you forget the kid in Walmart,
babe,
we're done.
I would never.
I don't care if we're like 10 years married. Like,
babe, I would never. No.
I'd be mortified. Then we'd be known as bad parents.
Yo, have you how do people get their kids switch up at the park? Like, I've heard about that.
Oh God, yeah.
But like,
No. I get that because I feel like if you have,
what?
No, because babies all look alike.
Hey, 2 decimals.
My bad.
No, you're good.
Babies all look alike.
But they're toddler. Like, I hear about like toddlers getting mixed up at the park.
They all look alike.
No, they don't.
If you have
No,
a blonde-haired, blue-eyed baby, and he's wearing a similar outfit to another blonde-haired, blue-eyed child, and you're not paying attention, you're like, all right, let's go and just scoop them up real quick. I'm like, oh shit. Have you ever almost have you ever like almost like opened up like a car door that wasn't yours, but you thought it was your car?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not the same thing. That's
yes,
a car.
Is.
You're gonna look that blindly at your own toddler?
Yeah, that's what I
You're just
mean.
gonna be like, alright, this is the one. Not even look at it. I'm checking for marks or bruises. Which parent's kid is on site? Like, come on, babe.
Mm-mm.
What? I'll be so fucking mad. You come home with a wrong kid.
It's picking up the wrong kid.
That'd be funny.
Babe.
Yo, apparently, a lot of babies get mixed up, like, at the hospital, too. Like, all the time.
Those are a bunch of aliens in little incubators. They don't
Pretty
even
much.
look real yet.
That is true. Like, I don't know. What if, like, you're not really your parents' kid? You just don't know it?
Oh, well. I got lucky. Sometimes.
Do you think you're your parents' kid? I look at my dad and wonder sometimes.
Me and my brother look alike. We have the same, like, facial, like we both have orange beards.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, at least me and my brother...
You and Billy?
No, Trip.
Trip?
Yeah, the black one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, get out of here. I don't think you look like Billy.
You've never seen Billy's, like, face.
Okay, good point. I feel like... no, I'm definitely my parents' kid. I look a lot like my brother.
Maybe neither of you are kid. I don't know. Me and my siblings all look alike, and there's like 6 of us.
Me
I mean, there's only five of us that are Amber, Sam, Billy, me, Kid. Okay, there's only 5 of us that are like blood related. Trip is not blood related.
The black one, yeah.
Yeah, the black one. I throw that in there whenever I can. Props.
I feel like, yeah. I mean, me and my brother are definitely related, but I will look at my sister sometimes, man.
But she's like almost as tall as you, isn't
No,
she?
she's not.
No?
She's like 5'4".
Okay, yeah. Yeah, but aren't your parents short too?
Yeah, but there's a lot of tall people in my family. My brother's taller than me.
How tall is your brother? 6?
Like 6'3", 6'4". So, like, but Haley, dude, Haley's made of, like, pudding. Haley has no muscle mass on her, no strong tendons, and I look at her, and I'm like, what? Okay.
Oh yeah. So I wanted to talk to you, but I just remembered about this. You said look, it's made of pudding, and I was like, oh, working out. Sounds like she needs to work out. This is what
I tried to get her to work out with me. I taught her everything for a solid summer. Nothing.
That's the worst.
Yeah, nothing.
This was my workout today. Mm-hmm. So I started with bench press, 3 sets of 10. All this is 3 sets of 10. Then reverse grip bench press.
How do you like reverse grip bench press?
I hate it.
Why?
But so at first I was doing it too close. I was sitting here.
Oh my god.
Well, I was sitting more here.
Yeah.
And then I was like, maybe I should go farther out. Because, like, I'm doing this on my own because my brother left for the day. And I was like, all right, sweet. So I went farther out, and I was like, oh, my God, this is so much better. So I learned how to do it, finally. But I still don't really like it.
A lot of people don't like it. I think it's a really good exercise for the biceps.
I mean, it feels good.
Yeah.
But I don't feel comfortable doing it. Like, I didn't do it with all the weight because it's my first time doing it. I think I did it with 90 pounds, 95 pounds.
My biggest complaint is I think once you get up higher weight, you have to put some wraps on your wrist.
Oh, 100%.
Like my wrist, every time I do it, like
and you're gonna need help lifting that up too. 100%.
Like it hurts. Like I'll reverse grip. I'll reverse grip 315, and like it fucking hurts. Like.
But yeah, and then I went to some incline dumbbell press, then some flies, cable crossovers. We have this, so I learned how to do cable crossovers in the basement, in the gym. And so we have this pulley, and we have 2 ropes that I finally found. My brother's like, oh yeah, you use... I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I wish I knew about that, like, when we first started doing all this. I would be doing this more often. Reverse crunch, holy shit. Yo, so that's like free weight. Yeah. That kicked my ass.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I have not worked out my abs. I haven't done abs this whole time I've been working out. Over this past year, I have not worked out my abs once. Okay, I do the rolly thing a couple times because like it feels good, but like I don't do crunches.
I feel like the thing with abs, if you want to get abs, you just have to have a good diet.
I don't really want.
If you want to be a bodybuilder, you have to have abs.
So like, it's not hard for me to tone my abs.
Yeah.
And like, it's still not hard for me to tone my abs. I can. If I worked out my abs maybe 3 times a week, they'd be toned. Yeah. I'd be able to be like, oh shit, this guy's still like I can still like flex my abs. Like I still have an 8. Well, it's like a 7.5.
Yeah.
Because I broke all the cartilage in my ribs, so my abs are offset. Yeah, so I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then this one I have, and then this one's missing. It's like underneath my rib.
So how do I'm interested to see how your body looks once you put on more weight.
Yeah, me too.
Like,
I'm excited.
I am too. I've never seen you heavy.
Yeah, neither have I.
Like,
this is the heaviest I've ever been. And I'm excited that, like... So everybody's like, oh, have you been tracking it? And I'm like, no. Fuck, I haven't been tracking it. But guess what? I have been tracking it. I've been tracking myself since 2019.
Yeah.
So I have videos of me in 2019. I mean, it's from the waist up.
Yeah.
But, like, you can tell a lot from just, like, my shoulders and my arms and my face. So I'm excited because I kind of do have progress.
Now, do you think your definition's gone down now that you put on weight?
100%.
Obviously.
But I am bigger.
Yeah.
But my definition has gone down. I don't really know what I'm going to do to, like... I want to get bigger and then more defined and then bigger.
So the thing with that, like, for you to get up to 190 correctly, it's going to take years.
Oh, I know.
Like, because, like, you know, people don't...
I'm going to plateau at 160 again. I know it.
Yeah, so you just started lifting hard for, like, what? I'd say probably, like, 6-8 months.
Yeah.
So you're still getting those beginner gains.
And that's why I stopped jiu-jitsu. And, like, this is what hurts me. Because, like, I love jiu-jitsu.
Mm-hmm.
I love wrestling. I love those types of sports. But, like, I found bodybuilding. And it's... I don't know what I like about it. But I just want to do it. It's different. I haven't done it before. it's gonna be like one of the biggest challenges I've probably faced because I am dealing with an eating disorder. I'm dealing with like my stomach shit. Yeah. And so like it's literally gonna be one of the biggest challenges I've ever faced. And what when I started this whole journey of gaining weight, I weighed 128. I weigh 153. Yeah.
That's a good percentage.
And so like if I sit there and continue doing jiu-jitsu and like doing high calorie sports, it's just gonna set me back.
100%.
And so, I mean, the places that like I go, I'm still gonna like try to do like flybys and.
Yeah, I mean you can get up there and weight because like let's say realistically, how old are you right now?
I'm gonna be 25 in June.
So you'll be 25 in June.
My cash app will be out there soon. Don't worry.
So let's say 29, you're up to 190. You can still do jiu-jitsu and get pretty decent at it.
Oh, I know.
Like, you know, nothing, like, you can go back to it after you hit that goal weight. But, like, it's definitely not going to be able to keep weight on if you're doing jiu-jitsu. I definitely think that was a necessary thing.
Yeah. It broke my heart. Like, because I bought that gi. And, like, I was wicked excited to do it. Like, but between... I just had to choose, like, which one I wanted to do.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. Like, I mean, it's so interesting to see, like, watch you grow and stuff. Like, because I feel like I've always stayed around with the same body size.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, my body really hasn't changed much.
Nope.
Like, I think maybe I've probably gotten a little bit more solid over the years. Like, but, like, you just watching it change, like, you know, we'll hang out, like, say I don't see you for like 3 weeks. Like, I'll see you again, and then, you know, like, look at you, put some size on.
Yo, so we've been going at this for a while. It's 11. Holy shit.
Gang shit, no lame shit.
Alright, so we're gonna wrap it up soon because after a while it gets a bitch to upload. Yeah. But we're gonna end it on this positive. We're gonna end it on this positive note. So, body dysmorphia, right? It's a real thing.
Oh,
so like I still deal with it, right? And pretty much what that is I look at myself and I still think I weigh like 128. I can still see my rib cage, and it's like an optical illusion that like people have of themselves. But the other day I was standing in the mirror, and it was like 1 minute I looked like shit, and the next minute I like noticed my shoulders were like how like big my shoulders were, and I was like, holy shit, I am big now.
Yeah.
And like I had to go back in my phone, like I was looking at pictures of myself, and like I was comparing myself, and I was like, oh my god, I have changed. But then like I still look at like it's good now that like,
you're
I have
filling out your shirt.
I have a belly. Yeah.
You're filling out your shirt. You know?
So almost every tank top I used to have they used to be baggy on me. There's only one that's baggy on me, and I wore it today.
Yeah.
And so that's my goal, is to fill that tank top. So
I think body dysmorphia is like a big thing with at least everybody in the fitness industry. I tell people, don't lift, like don't get into it, because you're never gonna be good enough.
Nope.
Like I look at myself right now, I don't think I'm that big till I'm standing next to somebody and I see like, oh, I'm like 3 times this guy's width. Or like even strength wise, like I'll do something stupid. I'll hit like I just started like bench pressing again after a while not benching for probably 2 years. I just threw on 405 for 8. First time benching in like years. And like, you know, I do that and like some of the guy spotted me, he's like, "Wait, what the fuck?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, you know, first time benching in years." Like, but it's like,
look at your size, you're huge.
Exactly. Like I don't think that's impressive. Like I don't really like, I don't know, like I don't like it. Like I look at these guys that are doing like world records, I'm like, okay, like, why can't I bench 600 pounds?
Yeah.
And like I kind of feel that's unhealthy. You know.
I mean, so that's one thing that I didn't like about sports, but it got me through a lot of life, is you're not good enough.
Yeah.
Because it makes me want to be better. It makes me want to be number one. And like, I'm not striving to be number one in this bodybuilding.
Wow.
But, like, I mean, like, I would love to, like, win, like, 100% win amateur. But, like, I don't want to get to number one and then be like, alright, time to do steroids and become Mr. Olympia. Like, I don't want to do that. That's, like, I'm 100% natural. Like I said, I'm getting blood work done to make sure, like, all my hormones are at the right level and everything. But besides, like, if I need,
do you think,
like, hormone shit, then...
when you're older you do it? When, like, your natural testosterone drops?
So that's not steroids, that's just I can't pronounce it.
Testosterone.
That T.
But it's
that's
still
just T replacement.
Yeah, but it's still stuff getting put into your body.
That I accept because like it's we make it. And like I think men should get blood work done often, and they should check their hormone level often because like I'm just going to call it T. If your T's low, like it can throw everything off.
Everything.
And like I've never had a hormone test done, so it's just like I might as well. I'm getting into bodybuilding. I want to make sure I'm at all the levels I'm supposed to be at, and so it's like might as well just find out. But I think every male should
100%
should do it,
especially once you get around a certain age. Like
I think you should catch it before it gets too low, and like before, like if you notice it starts to drop, start taking some supplements to help to get it back to normal level, and just do that over the years, because without T, like your body doesn't regenerate as fast, it doesn't heal as fast, you get sick. It like we need it as it's a very big hormone. That's very important.
Well, it's like the fountain of youth.
Yeah.
I think like I know steroids is an interesting topic for me. Like, you know, I've been around that stuff my whole life. Like, my cousin was one of the strongest men in America at one point. And, I think, like, I don't feel the need to do them now at this point in my life.
You're kind of young.
I'm still young, and I feel like I haven't hit, like, a plateau.
Yeah.
Like, and I've been lifting hard since I was 9.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
And, like, it's still stuff, like, I hit PRs every week. You know? Like, I think there will be a time in my point when I'm older, like, I'll probably do them. But, like, I think as a 24-year-old, I don't think, like, it's useful. I think it just fucks up your natural body too much.
Yeah, you become, like, bubbly.
Well, you become bubbly, but your hormone levels will never go back to normal.
No.
If you go off of it. So you're gonna basically you're gonna need to be on stuff for the rest of your life. Like, so there's no point in that if your hormone levels are already decent. I haven't taken a hormone test, but like, I mean, I can run through a fucking wall. Like, I keep putting weight on. Like, you know, like, I don't think I have an issue with my test. Like,
yeah.
You know, it's definitely like something that I've always thought about. You know, like what the fuck would happen. You know, but I think that'll be something for me when I'm older.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I feel like it's important. Some people don't think that, like, you should do that type of stuff, but it's like, no, we have it for a reason. I don't know. Like, I'm not looking to, like, extend my life by, like, 50 years, but I'm looking to feel good until I die.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to live forever.
Dude. If I... Oh.
What?
She knows what I'm about to say. If I could bench 600 pounds once, at one point in my life, and then just have my life go to shit after, I'd be cool with it.
I tell him that when he becomes an old man, he's going to be the one that's, like, doing yoga and he just looks stupid yoked, and everybody will look at him, and it's like, yeah, that man was, like, lifting some crazy shit even when he was young.
And what, yoga?
No, just a guru.
I mean...
A guru?
Well,
I mean, gurus aren't in yoga, yes, but, like, gurus are, like, religious... What's the word I'm looking for?
Philosophers or some shit?
Yeah, well, they are philosophers, too. But they guide people. There you go. Religious, they like, guide people.
I don't think people would like it. I mean, I think, like, my way of thinking when it comes to exercise, seriously, it's a hardened way.
Yeah.
Like, cause like people don't understand. Like, you know, like when I was going through kidney failure, I was still fucking working out.
Yeah.
So like,
yeah,
I was playing football. I was working out. So like, when someone tells me some bullshit, like, oh, like I fucked up my ankle, I don't care. Like, you still gotta go to the fucking gym. Like, you know, don't work out your legs or some shit. But like, it's still like, I don't think people would want to hear it. Like, I always get tagged in all this David Goggins shit by different people, and you know, like,
who's going to carry the boats?
Exactly. You know, like, it's just, I think a lot of people are soft. So many people are soft nowadays, and they want people to like go with it.
That's my favorite. That's if I ever need to get like pumped up, who's going to carry the boat?
Yeah, I think people are just soft with it. Like, I'm in the gym all the time. Like, I lose sleep to like get in the gym.
Yeah, I know you were late to the podcast because
I was at the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, but
that's why it's 11:30 at night. We're doing a podcast.
That's fine.
That's okay.
It's okay.
It's Friday night.
She was there too. She lived with me.
Yeah.
Hey, don't worry. I hit the gym.
Yeah.
That's what this workout is. Boom. Yo, rope, cable crunch, favorite workout.
Dude, I don't
favorite
think
ab workout. Yeah, I know. I can tell.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Sit on the table.
Yeah. Hey, nothing wrong with it. Hey, listen, man. Fat boy gang, let that belly hang. You know, I'm out here, man. Fat boys. Like, we gotta be more confident. You know. Like.
Stop being fat. I'm gonna fat shame you.
You fat shame me. You fat shame me all you want. I'm still stronger, better looking. I'm winning.
You make faces, but like you have to fat shame. Being fat's bad.
It's not. Tommy, here's the thing. I'm fat. I can still do pull-ups.
But you're like a healthy fat. You're not 600 pounds and need a fucking.
Okay, I mean.
Like you're an active, heavy person. But like people who like no, not.
Let's not name names.
Yeah, no. It doesn't matter. There's people out there who are like who just sit there and eat Twinkies all day. That's not healthy. That's not big boned. You're not beautiful. You're fat. You should go to the gym.
No, I agree with that. I think, you know. I think there's definitely people that are just naturally going to be bigger.
Yeah.
And that's what I support. Like, you know, I think a lot of it's men. A lot of naturally bigger men.
But you should still do something.
100%. Like.
Running is free. Walking is free.
But even just lifting. Like, just lift. If you're naturally a bigger person, lift.
So, lifting, I will say, can be hard because not everybody can, like, afford a gym. Not everybody can make it to a gym. But you can walk.
You can walk. Climb a mountain.
Is that really enough when you're that size?
Yeah.
To start, yeah.
Because you'll drop. Yeah. Especially when you're that big, if you're fat.
I found this guy on TikTok. This is so I love and hate TikTok. This is actually how we're going to end this because it's late. But I found this guy on TikTok and he weighed over 400 pounds and he couldn't really walk. How he started to walk was his ramp that he used for his wheelchair to get up to his house. He walked up and down that, and that's what he does. That's his workout. He lost over 100 pounds doing that alone. So yeah, walking is enough for people who actually like. Okay, it's not just walking. Maybe you have to stop eating the Twinkies. You have to put the Twinkies down. You have to put the junk food down. But like, you have to like eat less because it's not only like you have to eat healthy. You don't eat until you're full. You eat how much you're supposed to eat.
It's an addiction. You gotta wean down.
No, it is
the right way.
But like,
I also thought of like accessory work because your limbs hurt so bad when you're sitting and stationary for so long.
Oh no, I know.
Just the walking, like,
and
I just can't imagine. I feel like somebody would walk and then they'd be like, "God, I feel like I'm gonna die," and then they don't do it again for like 4 months later.
The soft ass attitude. You know, it's everybody needs a coach.
Like, there comes a point where you need to do something about it, and you need to choose to do it. And I know people who chose not to do it, and now it's going to probably end up costing them their life. And it's sad, but like, it's what they chose to do. But yeah, fat shaming, it can save lives. But just be nice about it.
Don't overdo it.
Yeah, don't be mean. Just like you gotta help people out. Just be nice, help people out. That's all.
One thing though, what about like My 600-Pound Life in TLC? How many casualties are there with that, or like how many people actually rebounded after?
I hate those types of shows. I don't like those types of shows that like broadcast that type of stuff. It's all really messed up. I hate cable. They're all just brainwashing people to make everybody stupid. We're not getting into this. We are done.
Sorry.
Thank you guys for joining us. Zach, next time you come on, we're going to